Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Fields. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it. To the 30.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole. Quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
I got you, punk.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Jones. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
51. Ready? Mike 51. You must be. Hurt. Shit. Watch the
They go back to Pollard on second down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's going to be a long day. Bring it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Running right through him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Looking to throw. Jones. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Switch.
Off play action. Thurman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Reload. Go street. Let's go. Mike. Hey. 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check.
Viking 18.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Vikings 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run pass.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They're running it. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Off the play fake, Thurman. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
First and goal, Minnesota.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come on, you 1-8.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From the gun on 3rd down, Thurman. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on. You better bring it.
On 1st and 10, Thurman. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Thurman.
Right here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
50's the mic.
70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the twist.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Check.
49. Check 49. Hurt.
Off play action. Thurman sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 50, huh? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 50's the mouth.
Run for Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Mike 9.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and...
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2nd down and goal. Jones, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Jones throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Wide. 19 Lion. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming. Watch twist. Watch 70 Lion.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, what a juke into space. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. Second and 9. Back to throw. Thurman. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Slam, slam, slam.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, let's go.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Go, trap, go, trap. Ready, ready. 50, Mike 50. 70 range, 70 range.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Ready?
On 1st down, Pollard. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 167 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
2nd and a yard at the Bucs 13-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
51's the Mike, boys. 51.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
I'm coming. Back up.
Now a give, right side. Pollard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. You go.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Buccaneers 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mike 9, hey, you got it.
From the gun, Jones, caught by Nelson left side.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Jones now throwing on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong.
Here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On 1st down, Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Trying to run for it with Pollard won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
A 38-yard attempt.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.